YouTube, y'all, what's good with y'all, man? It's KangDooms. For those tuning into this, welcome. I'm pausing this screen because this is potentially, no pun intended, the max potential screen. This is the most important screen for you making your build. Whatever ratings you intend on adding cap breakers to, I'm jumping straight to it. This is what determines what gets added. Let's start with close shot. Max potential 99. No matter where I put my close shot, if I put it at 94, 95, 96, it doesn't matter. I can get it 99 at some point where I want to add my cap breakers to it. That's because of my max potential on this screen right here. That is how cap breakers work. Driving dunk, it's 94. It's no way possible that I can get a 99 driving dunk or anything beyond 94 because the potential is capped off at 94. Oh my god, what am my voice just? Do I need water? Whatever cap breaker you get, you cannot add it to 94 to go beyond. It's capped at 94. The best you can do is drop it to an 89, and then you can add the +5, whatever it is that you decide to do with that, because the most you can add to an attribute is 5. You can't add all 15. It's already been announced that it's 15 total, and the most you can add to one attribute is 5. So with that info, you take that, screen record this, whatever you got to do. That's how cap breakers work. That's how max potential works. This is the most important screen based off what you want to do with your cap breakers later in 2K25. And let's get into the builds. So of course I wanted to start off with my build, something that I wanted to do for myself. Typically I like going 6'3". 6'3" has been my wave ever since I transitioned from making small forwards and becoming more of a ball handler, sharp play sharp pretty much. And you know me, I always want to go for that 99 3 ball. 99 off rip, you get 4 legend badges. Now, shifty shooter doesn't pop up at all because agility is tied to shifty shooter. That's a tough one because when guards are making their builds, they're not really going to be focused on agility. You're going to be focused on your playmaking, your shooting, maybe driving dunk, and if driving dunk, your vertical for contacts. Guards are not worried about speed and agility like that, but shifty shooter is tied to that, and shifty shooter is very critical. It's definitely something you want to get them all at least Hall of Fame, I would say, from what I played. And it's tough to say right now, so I'm drawing blanks. Just with it being 5 shooting badges, I feel like each one is important in its own way. So usually I would go 99 3 ball, but nah, not this year. I'm not doing it. So I'm looking and I'm like, dang, 64 potential overall. What happens if I drop it a little bit? Let's see. Do I do it? Yes, there it is. So I save 11 potential points from dropping my 3 bar from a 99 to a 94. And I don't mind this. I'm like, okay, this is how I might start off most of my guard builds, thinking about it, because having it at 94, I can get it 99 later on, and now I get all 4 of those legend badges based off my cap breakers. That's something more that I'm leaning towards and doing just because of that potential overall. I save 11. So dropping off the potential overall is at 64 when you have a 99 3 ball. That is too expensive. Way too expensive to start off like that. We got to think. We got to think, man. Think, Mark. Think. This is where we at. So I think with this build, I think I stopped at 97. I kind of regret, because another thing that we found out in the builder, it's it's always been this way. The taller you are, the less attribute points you get. So you're going to see a lot of crazy short guard builds, especially the 5'9", that can literally do everything. It looks beautiful in the builder, of course. So I was just sitting there for a while, just dang, I'm thinking what I do with the cap breakers. Of course, I want to come out the gate, Hall of Fame. That grand badge, set shot specialist. I say grand badge because it was red in 17. And I'm like, man, I'm just stuck. You see the time just elapsing, bro. I'm just sitting here, and so now I'm like, okay, shifty shooter up. Let's put that agility up, and there it is. So it's possible to get them all Hall of Fame, which is what I intend to do. So I know for me, off rip, my guard builds will be at 94 3 ball, and I'll say 82. We'll see. It might be higher because of off ball. I like to play defense, and I intend to have some defense on these builds. You're going to see more defensive builds earlier, but this is more just a breakdown. Later on different builds, that's when I'll talk specifically on that build. But this first vid, I did sell because I didn't hit view badges, so that was a way to check the ratings. Those are also subject to change. You just never know with 2K. Some things, like this is a beta version for one. Community day build is a beta version. 2K might go in and change something, so nothing's official. So I'm going off what I feel the final game is going to say. That's all. I'm disclaiming that right now. Just because, like, shifty shooter right here, and I gotta pause. Just because it says it's 82, that don't mean it's gonna be 82 when the game drop. Just because it's 99 doesn't mean that's what it's gonna be at all. Me just figuring out the build as a PG, main ball handler speed you don't have to worry about, but it's a requirement thing, as we remember, to have with like lightning launch. But that's just tied with speed with ball. I was thinking like speed booster, certain animations back then for like dribble style, but for speed for a guard, like, yeah, you'll still move around crazy on defense. But what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do with a 37 still? Granted, I'm not done with this build. I'm just looking at how expensive it is. 82 agility, 99 3 ball. Oh my god, I ain't gonna lie, I want that bit. I want that bit. I ain't gonna lie, I want all 5 of I want all 5 shooting badges legend, dude. I want to be toxic. One thing that I believe I did do with this build, drop and dunk, it seems pretty free until you get to the 80s. As I'm like messing with this build, now I'm on playmaking, not even considering my pass accuracy, knowing I'm not gonna go out there like that, knowing I only got 2 potential overall. I remember at one point that I did drop my 3 ball, so I'm gonna fast forward a little bit because I'm like pretty much right here I'm stuck. At that point I put my pass ac up. What did I drop to do that? Oh, is pass accuracy free? I don't know. That my pass accuracy went from 68 to a 92, 91, and it was free. Only 1 potential went up, but I still don't have no defense, no free throw, no dunking. Put my speed with ball up a little bit more, and that's where it casts off at 87, currently where I'm at. I do intend on going back to the, I want to say 92 pass ac. I want to say, yeah, that's what I'm intending on thinking. I said intending on thinking. That's what I intend on doing. Float game is another weird one because you got to have close shot up too. I'm like, dang, I had Hall of Fame flow game last year, so I can't do what I did last year at all. I can't. That's why I wanted to go 92, because I get Hall of Fame dimer and potentially can get that legend. I just didn't see the rating, or I just don't. Yeah, I don't remember. So I messed up right here because my agility dropped, but I want to keep it at 82. Telling myself 5 legend badges. I just want 5 legend badges. That's what I just keep telling myself. I said it earlier. I dropped my 3 ball, and I'm like just being tick for tack, just like seeing what comes off, what's not dropping. When I drop an attribute, you know, the little things that we all do. Yeah, I got the agility back. I have to drop on my strength and rebounding. I don't need vertical in this build. Currently, I don't need it. And then I actually put my ball handle up to ankle assassin Hall of Fame. Some things seem like it's free, and like as I keep taking a point off my 3 ball, I'm like, dang, bro, like it's tough. It's tough. It is, man. It's tough. So above all, I know my 3 ball is going to start off at 94. This is something that I see almost every short guard doing. Every guard that intends on going for 5 legend badges and still being that play shot or play sharp. Why not? Like, yeah, bro, like 5 red badges, bro. Like, why not? Just why not? And I want to keep the 95 ball handling. I still intend on keeping this playmaking, and that's what I was talking about by driving dunk. Just look like it's free this year. I'm like, dang, it went up that high, bro. And this is with 1 potential. And I'm like, dang. So like, I got my driving dunk to a high 70. This is crazy to me. I was just gonna be cool with the driving layup, the close shot where it's set. I'm like, do I get anything? So posterizer bronze is at 73 overall. Now I'm looking at my vertical. I'm trying to get it back up without losing my agility. And the build it's coming full surface now. It's coming full circle right now. So I'm still bummed out about float game, but it's tied with close shot now. So that's the second time I said that, but I was on it with them floaters. It actually can be higher. It can be higher in driving layup, but you know that those are tied together, layup and close shot. So they go hand in hand. It's one of those. Posterizer, you gotta have driving dunk and vertical. Makes the most sense. I'm trying to figure out how can I get that bronze posterizer with this build potentially. I don't have no defense. I wanted this to be my first build, ideally, Nah, yeah, it's just nah, it ain't gonna cut. This is when you see somebody coming out there with a hot three ball like this, just know it's a lot that they can do. It's either that they can't, it's something that they sacrifice, because my playmaking is super high and I barely got finishing, so I don't have no defense at all. And my physicals are just good enough just to get certain badges. So eventually, if I finna go through with this build, I can get all five shooting badges legend. Now the takeover is something that I was looking at. If you have the intention on really like cycling through these takeovers, like when I say cycling, like interchanging them, the only thing you need to look at is attribute requirements. That's how you unlock the takeover pretty much. But when I sat there and I really looked at it, I'm like, these is cool, but looking at the bottom takeover ability, I think that's what's the most important thing, because that's like, I done seen some crazy one. They got a super limitless one, and these are actually the icons that you see when you press L1 next to people now. So it's that ability that triggers. This is what it is. The takeovers up here, like Chef Dribble Wizard, it's just what boosts it, but the ability, that's the actual takeover. Yeah, that's when you get busy. I know at some point, like, I cycle through them, I want to say, because I know I get a lot of shooting and playmaking with this one, and because of my speed as well. I'm gonna let these cycle through. Y'all can pause and just see what it is that y'all want. Typically this is for a play shot. I saw some good ones. Like I said, I was looking at takeover ability. It's so many. Some of them are the same, but those are interchangeable. The only thing about the abilities is that I'm not sure if those are like unlocked at rip, because when I hear abilities, no, that's takeover perks. I'm thinking of the wrong thing. When I hear abilities, it's just the actual takeover. Like, you about to go crazy. This is what you about to do. This is the stipulation. Deep Bomber, that's the one that I saw. That's the one that I saw, and that's the airplane one. So I remember seeing these on the NBA players. That's the icon when you hit L1. That's what pops up. But Deep Bomber, yeah, you might see me with that thing. But that's crazy because look at the combination. Like, using Deep Bomber with Satellite, you have a boost to 3-point shot, mid-range, and speed. Now me, a toxic combination would be something like Deep Bomber as the ability. I want my attribute requirements to be the 3-ball, and let's say speed with ball and speed, something like that. So I was hoping that they had something like that. I can't remember. I doubt it. You can go crazy with this all the time. Plus 10 to your 3-ball. Now, does it go over 99? I'm not too sure. So some things might not be worth it. So if you have a takeover that's pertaining to your build, to the strengths of your build, you're better off picking the attribute requirement ones, the takeover with 3 attribute requirements is what I mean. So perfect example for me, if I pick anything with 3-point shooting with a 97 3-ball, that's a waste only picking 1 attribute requirement for my 3-ball, because I'm only using level 1 takeover. You get plus 3. That's not smart in my opinion, because the attribute boost is showing you where it caps off at. So it's 99. It doesn't go above and beyond it. Now, something like this would make sense for me to use in a way. I'll say in a way, smooth operator. Say I just want to shoot that thing, cause silky shooter. Easier to make perimeter shots off the dribble, boost shot chance off ankle breakers. That sounds like shot creator grand badge. Now that's something that I want to use. That helps my build in a big way, because my mid-range isn't max. It is at 87. Let me go back, because I was actually looking at that one. Yeah, my ball handle isn't max. It does max it maxes at level 3, but the other ones, they get the super boost at level 5, driving layup, mid-range shot. Is that something I would typically use? No, that was just an example of the reason. Your takeovers is something you have to really pay attention to. A lot of things isn't gonna make sense. When I was sitting down looking at this, that's why I explained 97 3-ball, 95 ball handle. There is absolutely no reason I should be picking a takeover with ball handle and 3-point shot. It's just no reason. In my opinion, that's me. The ability, no matter what, is gonna help me regardless. I'm just gonna shoot with a 97 3-ball with Deep Bomber on when I got takeover popping. So that's plain and simple. Now, the explanation of how Takeover works in game, going into that, when you see it ignite at the top right, it's always active. So when you see it ignite, literally lights up, you're in level 1, and you'll see it project. You'll see it like come across like a ESPN ticker notification. It'll literally say Takeover active, mid-range shot +2, 3-point shot +2. Level 1 is active. Better your performance is hooping, the more that it ignites, it extends, and it goes into level 2. Now it extends, or the ESPN ticker that scrolls, it goes to level 2, and it's going to tell you got +3 on your attribute boost. Takeover is based off you pretty much being consistent now in 2K25. That's what I get from it. You can still have Takeover and lose progress, of course, when you get turnovers, losing the ball. I mean, 2K, you know what it takes to lose Takeover. But this Takeover specifically, I feel, is more on a consistent basis of things. If you want to get to that level 4, level 5, you gotta get to level 3, 30 games and 40 games first. But if you want to get to that 4 and 5, you just gotta be hooping your ass off consistently. Like, you control, but I mean, if trolling is working in your favor, get to that level 4, level 5 by any means. But that turnover, that bad pass, that bad shot, that missed layup, it's gonna drop your Takeover. And that was it for the video. I didn't do my typical outro, but yeah, I hope that video helped y'all out a lot, talking about the Takeovers. I'm mad I didn't have the footage for it, but I really couldn't get it. It was tough to get Takeover, like in a mod core setting, considering it goes to 21. But yeah, just hope that it helped out a lot. That was a lot of information. Long video. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, drop a like to support. KangDooms, man. I'm out, y'all. Peace.